Hello and welcome back to Deck Pilot. We're going to be taking Red Rush for a spin on the ladder, and hopefully I can teach you a thing or two about land placement, creature development, and playing to the strength of your deck. So yeah, let's get into the games and see how I do. Alright, let's see what we can do with this Red Rush list. See if we can find some wins with it. See if I can teach you something new about this deck. We have removal, that's kind of nice. And we have the Fire Elemental, that's awesome. And the Explorer, wow. We're being treated too well. This was not the best draw for us, but we can maybe make something happen with this, just to remove a creature. Not using Explore yet, don't need to, reveal it just yet, it's not important. Use Explore when you need to. That's when you want to be using the card. Because now I can explore Mountain. So yeah, Explore, Mountain, Ciphers. Oh, it goes so perfectly. That's why Fire Elemental is such a good opener. Fire Elemental and King's Faithful are just brilliant openers for this deck. I mean, I've said in my guide, like, Ciphers fodders and Axe Grinders are acceptable. They're good to keep, but it's Fire Elementals and it's the King's Faithful, which are the kings of the opener. So we'll chuck our Mountain here. Might as well go for a Hate Seed, to be honest. This gives us the Axe Grinder spot. And we're going to have to develop one more land, unfortunately. But we got a free land from Fire Elemental, so... Oh, he's given us a land for us. He's very kind. Oh, Beirut. Are you serious? Just Beirut showing up. That's sad. See if we get Cypher's Wrath. Nope. More Hate Seeds. This definitely slows us down a lot. Beirut is such a good answer to Red Rush. An 8/10 requires a lot of creatures running into it. Converts your mountains into lakes, which is a big problem because you have to rebuild land and then you can't draw cards, gain Faeria. So yeah, it's a tough card to have to deal with. This is not bad. I mean, he gets double collection. He's setting up his Dream Reaver now. Can I... Yeah, we just need to keep slowing him down. Let's take Faeria, and let's just Flame Burst this. We don't want him collecting anything. We got a Dream Reaver coming up. So this might be a dead turn for him, which may give us an opportunity to set up something aggressive. Dream Reaver is something we have to respect in this regard. So yeah, we do have to be careful when it comes to Dream Reaver. The problem is Dream Reaver can dash. That's another annoying thing. He's going for Faeria. To library. It's an interesting place to put your library, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so that's a great draw. King's Faithful. Right by here. I guess we'll take some Faeria. Let's get ahead on Faeria as much as possible. So we can potentially play like Pest into Hate Seed, or like line up double Hate Seed at some point. Lower Thief's kind of miserable. It could have been better to put the Mountain here when we developed. Yeah, it could have actually been better to put the Mountain there, so we couldn't block us, but. I don't think the situation would have changed too much, just because... Oh, game is too good to me sometimes. Well, I say that. Not that good to me. Once we get this covered, we'll be fine. But he's also taking damage from his library, so unless he can kill his library or reset his health, we'll be fine. He may go for the value clear here, which works out great for me because I just Cypher's Wrath and I can push for 6, 8. Could almost be dead at that point. Can HC behind. And as you probably noticed, I got to the point where I can just draw cards and game Faeria. That's exactly the situation you want to be in with this deck. Dream Reaper, maybe? He can't do a lot with it though, that's the problem. He gets killed by Library next turn. Unless he heals Water Alley, so that's gonna be game. And this is kind of Red Rush when it's in full swing. Yeah, and then the Library kills him. And GG's. So that's kind of what you want to do with Red Rush. Just put as much pressure as possible. And clear the Fairy Gatherers if you can to give yourself some time. You notice I Flame Burst the War Elemental. Because you have cheaper creatures than them. Or just cheaper creatures that are stronger in stats. So if you can just keep pumping out aggression, you should find the win. Alright, so let's take Red Rush for a spin again. And let's see what we get going. So fodder could be a keep, pest could be a keep. I'm going second, so I get to accelerate lands quicker. This is probably a good turn 2 hand actually. A bit of removal, and we can just go douche, 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 and then we got a mountain there. Play our fodder, mountain into pest. That could be the line we take, but we'll have to see what our opponent's doing. So our opponent is a red player. So we'll take the double neutral and we'll see what he does in response to this. He may go land, land. Oh, or he's rush himself. Is that possibility? All right, that's very nice. So we take this, 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 and this. Look how much Fire Elemental did in that turn. He took us from here, well, from here to here. And that might not seem like much, but for an aggro player, that's quite a lot. We're just going to get a mirror. Does he have the follow-up? Cyphers? Wrath? Okay, so we can just Flame Burst this. Axe Grinder. Okay, we'll Flame Burst this guy. You always Flame Burst the guy closer to your orb. Ooh. If only. Let's take neutrals here as defense wise, because then he doesn't get the good axe grinder spot. Let me just Flame Burst this guy. He's not pushing any damage next turn unless he removes this. Good to see a Red Rush mirror, because there's different ways you can approach it. I've just made it more awkward for him. He can go mountain here, but then I double neutral here. Actually, he goes for Faeria, so it's going for the hate seed. So I'm just going to be able to win single-handedly with a pest here. I shouldn't realistically need to do much more than that. So I'm going to put a land here. And land here. So that allows me to get a mountain here when I need it, and it also stops him from developing a mountain here. If he wants to play a mountain here, he has to go 2 lands across, because I'm about to Cyphers this guy. And there we go, I have lethal next turn unless he kills this. And 4 health is annoying. I mean, he can collect Faeria, Flame Burst into Cyphers Wrath. That's how he kills this. That's really slow. Yeah, so that's a really slow line for him. And that just gives us an opportunity to keep putting pressure on. We'll take a draw, I guess. What could we get? I don't think there's anything much better. So let's just take our last mountain, play the fodder here, And this he collects for us now as well. So if he plays anything with 2 health, I'm going to win the game. If he doesn't, I just go for draws to try and finish out the game with Flame Burst. If he Flame Bursts this, I can just play the Firebringer, which is lethal anyway. Yep, so I just go Firebringer. It's a 5/5. So he's in the same situation now. He needs Flame Burst, Cypher's Wrath to kill this 5/5. There's no way he can kill me. And this is kind of how a Rush Mirror goes, especially with Red Rush. You've got to kind of figure out how you can slow down your opponent. I didn't actually think he was Red Rush at first because he went for the Mountain as a starter. I don't like Mountain starters. You want to get your lands down as quick as possible. And we both had Fire Elementals, which really helped accelerate us both. If I just had the Fire Elemental, I would have been so far ahead. If he just had the Fire Elemental, he probably would have been very far ahead. So, yeah, it's always quite close. It's either one player snowballs out of control very quickly and the other player's left defending, and they either succeed at defending and die later to Flame Bursts, or you're kind of neck and neck for a bit and someone creeps ahead that little bit more with some removal, and they're able to finish off the game. I mean, it was a difference between 4 and 8 health in that match. But because I was able to keep removing his threats faster than he could remove mine, I was able to find the win there. So there we have it, 2 games where I SMOrc myself to victory. I felt like I made a little bit of a mistake with a bit of land placement in the one game. I should have played a mountain next to my opponent's orb first and built the mountain on the well after to guarantee some more face damage. And that's one thing you should consider. If you can actually miss the mountain spot next to the well just for a turn, set up some guaranteed damage, and of course you can take it a little bit later on. So yeah, that's going to be it for Deck Pilot this week. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. If you do like this video, be sure to drop me a subscribe. Of course, check out our social medias on the side of me. And yeah, have a great Christmas, like I said in my Doctor video. And yeah, take care. Have a great day.